Hey YouTube, happy Friday. Hey, hopefully it's not too loud. It is raining here in Florida. It always rains in the evening. It's Friday evening, and I thought what better time than now to go over the packing list for the camping trip, or at least the stuff I brought. So open a cold one. Got a rogue dead guy from Oregon here. Open a cold one and let's dig right in. Yeah, as you can see here, I haven't unpacked anything. I did take out of my fanny pack, I did take my pew pew out of there, my pea shooter. It's a shield. I did take it out of there because it's been a couple days since the trip, and I'm not going to not carry just for the sake of leaving everything packed up. So, but everything else is packed up. Nothing else is unpacked. It's as it was, basically. So there's the tripod I used to hold my my camera, which is just my phone. So I'm going to get that off of there, and then we will go through everything, and I'll show you exactly what I brought. All right, without further ado, let's jump right into this. So first we'll talk about what I carry on my body, okay? We've already been over one thing I carry that's not in here anymore. Never leave home without it. I'm not paranoid. I'm not weird about it. You know, it's my right to do, so I do. This is a Husqvarna fanny pack. Husqvarna makes archery stuff. I like to shoot archery. I like to bow hunt. So I have this fanny pack. You can use any fanny pack you want, but a little fanny pack is like kind of a game changer. In here, which is where I would have my little pea shooter, I keep a battery pack for recharging my phone. It's Unifun. I don't know, man. I've had this thing forever. I think Jake the Garden Steak recommended this thing like 10 years ago, I think. I don't know. I've had it forever. In here, I also have a little bit of like heavy duty first aid stuff. I got a bunch of glasses wipes, a microfiber cloth. I do carry a cat tourniquet, spare phone charging cable. I carry a cat tourniquet. Look, I don't carry like crazy first aid stuff. It's not a trauma kit. It's in the event that I slice myself real bad, or I need to do first aid on somebody else for whatever reason. So, hand sanitizer. A little baggie with like pain medications, because everybody gets headaches and bumps and bruises. A ride in the rain pad and a pen. This is just your normal small ride in the rain pad, just in case you need to write something down. None of this stuff you have to carry. Seriously, like literally none of it. There's this is a Spyderco. I don't even know what model it is, but it's like the first responder version. I was a firefighter in Georgia, and I started carrying this then, and I don't firefight anymore. There's no volunteers or anything like that here, so I just don't do it anymore. So it lives in here. If I come up on an accident when I'm out riding and somebody's stuck in their car, I can cut their seatbelt, help them out. That's what I'm going to do. Simple stuff. If you can see the mess back here, ignore it. I'm setting up for on the 28th coming up. I'm doing a camping trip that weekend too. That's unrelated to motorcycles. We'll do a video about that too. On my back, USWE. I don't know if it's USWE or Uswe or whatever. It's a Raw 8. This is a camelback slash backpack. I kept all my food in here. This is a Columbia like dry fit hooded deal, like hoodie. The reason I had it is because it's really good for moisture wicking, and it's very hot here in Florida, and it's super stuck in here. And it was great around camp. It's long sleeve. Anybody who's like been in the military or spent a lot of time outdoors knows that long sleeves are your friend on hot sunny days. So, and it's moisture wicking. Actually, you can also use this for like convective cooling. Get it real wet and put it on. You'll cool right off. I did that once because it was super hot out there. I carried this goofy thing too. This is like one of those cooling towels. Takes up no space, weighs nothing. I don't know if it works or not. It works maybe a little, which is great when it's 1,000 degrees outside. And here, still have the packages for my Mountain House meals. Look, don't knock a Mountain House meal. If you pick the right ones, they're pretty good. There's other freeze-dry meal companies out there, and if you pick the right ones from any of them, they're all pretty decent. Just don't put too much water in them. If you put too much water in them, they get a little soupy. In here, I have another battery pack. This is for my phone. It's MagSafe, so that if I'm making a video and the phone starts to get low on battery, I can click this on the back and it'll charge the phone while I'm going, while I'm recording. Otherwise, this is like 3 liters, I think. I don't know. I'm not like a gear guy. I like gear. I have a lot of gear, but I can't tell you like exactly what's what and where it's from and every little thing about it and whether it's made of or not. Other people on the internet are good for that stuff. I just like to use it. I buy the best thing I can afford and I just use the heck out of it. So yeah, these are the bomb. They clip in the middle of your chest right here, so they don't like pull off your shoulders when you're riding, which highly recommend. All right, onto the bags. This is the tail bag, top bag, whatever you want to call it. In here, I have a wool quilt. No, it's not wool. It's down. It's like a really light polyester down quilt. These were like kind of a thing several years back in the like hammocking, ultralight backpacking world. You actually bought these in a 2-pack at Sam's Club. I don't know, some of you may have these. They're actually like pretty warm and really comfortable, and they're like a good size too. So they just live in this bag. I'm going to put them back in there so that they stay clean, and never leave your down compressed for too long. I mean, it's okay. Leave it compressed for a week, it's not going to hurt it. 2 weeks, not going to hurt it. It's no different than 2 weeks over a couple years on backpacking trips or whatever, okay? So there's one. Set that there. Here's number 2. I don't ever put my down stuff or my blankets. Doesn't smell bad either. Smells like nothing. I don't ever put any of this stuff in compression sacks. I put my hammock and my tarp in the bag, and I use this to pack in around it and fill the space around it to fill the bag out. I don't know if other moto campers do that, but that's what we used to do backpacking back in the day when I was really into ultralight backpacking. So works well for this too. What's coming out first? This is a slightly damp rainfly. We'll set this up so it can dry out and not get mildewy. Just hang this up here in the garage somewhere. Always just stuff your stuff, man. Just stuff your stuff, bro. Just stuff your hammocks, your tarps, just stuff it in the bag. You don't want to fold it because it'll get creases in it. And that creates a weak spot in the fabric. So those are tent poles. Here is the hammock. This is a Warbonnet Ridge Runner. See, I know some gear. Warbonnet Ridge Runner. It smells a little bit like camp. I've used the heck out of this thing. It's probably due for replacement. I always smell everything. Is that weird? I don't like when things smell bad. There's the Black Bishop bag it comes in. I don't know why they call them Black Bishop bags. Some guy named Bishop. Maybe he was a black guy. I don't know. It allows the bag to come out of one end and the bag to stay on your suspension out of the other end. So you never lose the bag, and it unpacks really easy. Never has to go on the ground. Maybe somebody can chime in and tell me who Black Bishop is. Seems like a pretty cool guy if he came up with that. Slings. These are, I don't know, little titanium deals. The little clips, I don't know if you can see them on there. I'm not going to unroll them, but this is all titanium from one of those fancy hammock companies. Like I said, I don't know. I don't remember. I just buy this stuff. If you want to know, send me a message in the comments and or leave me a comment about like you want to know what this is, and I'll tell you. I'll look it up and tell you. But there's like 6 people watching these videos, so it doesn't really matter. That's supposed to be funny. There's 6 people watching them, and like one of them is my mom, and the other one is my lady, so it's really like 4. All right. And the saddlebags. 4 dead AA batteries. Let's have a drink. The top that has been ripped off of one Mountain House meal. Because pack all your trash out. Don't be that guy. In the right saddlebag, I have some clothes tucked in around harder things to take up space. A fan, because Florida, and it works. I did replace the batteries in it. Not in the middle of the night, but like, I don't know, maybe 8 a.m. No, you know what? Actually, I don't think I replaced the batteries in it. Those batteries, I think, are good. I think, yeah, it's not blowing real hard. So they probably died in the middle of the night, and I was probably good by then. I'll check those batteries later. My Camp Chef version of a jet boil. I don't know what they call it. And my titanium long handle spoon for getting in your Mountain House or freeze dry meals. And then, so I'm going to take all this off of this bike. While we're here, comes off super easy. Just got to hit it with one of these. Boop. We'll just do this in real time, right? We're just hanging out. It's like garage talk. These don't live on the bike. They just attach when I want to do a trip. Just like that. She gone. Then in this side, in the outside pocket, there is, ooh. Is that a naughty thing that Lindsay left me in there? Like a little naughty surprise? Nope. It's zip ties. Because you should always keep a few zip ties on your bike. Lindsay says I carry zip ties because it's a murder kit. I don't know what you're zip tying up with these to murder anybody, but, you know, like their fingers together is like a prank. Like ultimate torture, zip tie somebody's fingers together. Then in this one, we have socks and underoos. Probably don't want to see my unmentionables. Big old can of bug spray, which you could do a smaller one, man. You can. It's okay. It's just what I had. This is the Thermacell backpacker. Look, here's some kit I know something about. Thermacell backpacker. This thing rules. If it's real windy out, there won't be a lot of bugs anyway, but if it's real windy out, Thermacells don't work that great. You got to kind of find a way to protect yourself from the wind or place this way upwind and kind of hope it blows over you. And then we have my pillow. Packs up small. This would pack up even smaller. Like if I had a smaller compression sack, this would pack up way smaller. Look, the trick with your pillows and your inflatable pads, do not blow them up all the way. Years of backpacking taught me, blow it up just enough to support you and then eke it up from there until it's comfortable. If you blow it up too hard, it's like sleeping on an air-filled rock. And then lastly, my giant can of fuel. So I brought it's still like basically full. I boiled some, like 2 things of water for freeze dry meals, and I burned my Thermacell a lot. And this thing's still basically full. You could use a half can for like a 2-day trip. You'd probably be fine. If you didn't have a Thermacell, you could use like the small can for probably like a week. Especially if you're just boiling water for like some coffee and freeze dry meals. I also didn't just take coffee and freeze dry meal. I took summer sausage. I didn't take any coffee. I forgot. But I had freeze dry meals. I had summer sausage. I took some marshmallows and some pieces of dark chocolate and put them in a Ziploc bag, which you saw all melted together. But it was good. It was good. I ate well. No complaints. In my handlebar bag, which is actually the handlebar bag I use on the Lowrider ST headlamp. Boot Camp's without a headlamp. This is Coast. I run almost all Coast lights. because I am a gear guy. Coast Lights. Coast is an American company. I think most of their crap isn't made in America anymore, but some of it is. But Coast Lights are really good. This is like all metal, super tough, adjustable. It's got different brightness settings. I don't know that it does red. I don't think so. I don't know. I thought it did red and strobe, but maybe it doesn't. But it's got a magnet on one side of it, so you can like, I don't know. Is there anything metal on this bike? There we go. Pink. That's kind of metal. Not really. It's all high-speed, lightweight aluminum. Aluminium. Anyway, it's got a magnet on the side. You can stick it to things. So it does a good job. Also, you can pop it out and just carry it. You can make a fist pack out of it in case you need to hit somebody. No, don't do that. It's a good light. And Coast stuff, at least their lights have a lifetime guarantee on them. It's the reason I run Snap-on. It's the reason I run Coast. I like a good warranty. And then wipes for keeping your booty hole clean, in your pits and your special areas when it's hot and you're sweaty and you need to keep your nether regions clean. And then this thing, man, I take it camping and stuff. It's a Uco. I'm not sure how you pronounce that either. I should have looked before I made this video. These are like super cool heavy duty matches with like a little bit of cotton, fire starter, waterproof. I really like this company's lanterns, the UCO lanterns. I think they're made somewhere in the Pacific Northwest. This doesn't say on here, but the lanterns are really cool. They use a proprietary candle, which isn't so cool, but they're pretty good, especially when we have hurricanes and the lights go out. They're made out of brass, so they work pretty good. Oh. And you can use like a not full pack of wipes, right? Why would you take a full pack with you for a couple days and just take up all that extra space? So this comes off super easy. It's about to be off already. One thing I do for the old girl here is, I'll show you these. Give me a second. So the only like inconvenience with these bags is the strap that goes around the bottom of the frame on the left side of the bike. I put some pieces of inner tube on the straps because it's pretty impossible to not have the straps. I don't know if you can see this. If you cannot have the straps touch the exhaust. So I just use small zip ties and replace them as needed, and just use a couple pieces of small bicycle inner tube I had. And actually they live in that bag when it's not being used, so they don't get lost. Done and done. Excuse me, sir. And just like that, those are off. We'll take this guy off. And we are out of moto camping and adventure mode and back into hooligan mode. Pretty simple. I don't know how long this video took, but if I wasn't telling you about all the stuff I had, it would take half as long to unpack the bike. Now I just got to put all that stuff away in some boxes, and then this sucker is just ready to rip around again. So yeah, if you got any questions about what I bring moto camping on the small bike, man, just shoot me a comment. When I'm on the Harley, I got saddlebags, a sissy bar bag. I got a lot more space. I take a lot more. But I just wanted to show you, like, it's easy. You don't need chairs and tables and huge panniers and a huge top box, you know, to go camping in your state or even like a state or two away. You know, now if you went across the country on a multi-week trip or even a week-long trip, yeah, you may want some extra luxury items and you may want to take a lot more stuff. But, you know, motorcycle camping, you can benefit a lot in your motorcycle camping journey if you study ultralight backpacking. A lot of the same stuff and same gear and same principles will flip over into this world, into the moto camping world, and you can like have a great time without a lot of stuff. This bike was light, easy to ride. I didn't even notice any of this stuff was here other than like this strap. If I was like being kind of lazy, wanted to scoot back, my butt was on top of that strap. But I mean, otherwise, yeah, it's a cool way to go. It's nice to like be minimalistic sometimes, you know. So yeah, if you got any questions, put them below, put them in the comments. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. You know, that's the whole thing, get to 1,000 subs. If I don't get to 1,000, it's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm just doing this for fun. Just another hobby I don't have time for. So, but I enjoy it. So here we are. Upcoming, we have, remember this channel is going to be less just motorcycle themed and more just guy themed. So next weekend, not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend of the 28th, is ARRL Amateur Radio Field Day. I'm a ham, so I'm going to be participating in Field Day. I'm going to be out in the woods from Friday to Sunday, maybe into Monday morning, maybe not at all. Just depends on the weather. We've had wild weather here in Florida, so it's just been real rainy and gross and lots of thunder and lightning, and I'm not going to go out and play radio in the thunder and lightning, so if it's just going to rain and like drizzle and stuff, then I'll throw the CVT awning on the Sequoia and take the pop-up canopy out there, and I'll go out there. But the plan at this point is to go participate in ARRL Ham Radio Field Day. So that video will come probably a week after. There's going to be a lot of content. I'm going to have to trim down from that. I bet that video will be pretty feature length, close to 45, 50 minutes, maybe an hour. Who knows? Maybe 20 minutes. It just depends on how much I can get on the air and what I can get done and how much fun I'm having, things like that. I'll be in the woods, so I'll be having fun either way. But I think I'm going to take my 10-car rod. Maybe we'll do a little fly fishing while we're there. There's a little stream by there. I don't know if there's any fishing. I'm sure there's something in it, some suckers or something. So we'll do a little fishing, a little fly fishing while we're out there maybe. So yeah, hope you'll keep joining me for the journey here. And like I said, this is going to be a safe place for guys to be guys. Don't be a jerk. Doesn't give you a free pass to be a jerk, but yeah, hang out with us, go on the journey, and I'll see you on the next video. I'm super weird, by the way.